And this is why you do research beforehand, folks. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with Mr. Neil Young, of course, for our weekly Neil Young video. And I picked Rockin' in the Free World, and I looked it up beforehand, and I saw that it's on his 1989 album, Freedom. But there's kind of like bookends the album. There's an acoustic one as the first track, and then the electric version is the last track. So the first one's live as well. We're going to do that one, and then second up is the electric version after that. So almost made a uh-oh, and I'm glad that I caught myself, because I can already see the comments now. Oh, what's that? Sorry, everybody but Ringo. Let's go. If y'all aren't subscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon right below my face. If this does not earn your subscription, I don't know what will. I corrected myself. So now it's your job to like the video. Alright, here we go. Rockin' in the Free World, live acoustic in 3, 2, 1, go.
People shuffling their feet, people sleeping in their shoes. But there's a warning sign on the road ahead. There's a lot of people saying we'd be better off dead. Don't feel like Satan, but I am to them, so I try to forget it any way I can. Keep on rocking in the free world.
That sounds a little familiar.
Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world.
It's almost like grunge chords. That's what it sounds like a little bit.
I see a girl in the night with a baby in her hand,
Dun, 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 dun.
under an old street light near a garbage can. Now she put the kid away and she's gone to get a hit. She hates her life and what she's done to it. That's one more kid that'll never go to school, never get to fall in love, never get to be cool. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Oh shit. Crowd singing it. America. That's good.
Keep on rocking the free world. Keep on rocking the free world. Keep on rocking the free world.
Oh. Now that is a fucking riff, bro.
I see a woman in the night with a baby in her hand. There's an old street light
Crack, man.
near a garbage can. And now she put the kid away. She's gonna get a hit. She hates her life and what she's done to it. There's one more kid that'll never go to school, never get to fall in love, never get to be cool. Keep on rocking the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world.
The Godfather of grunge. Ooh, a Black Sabbath in there.
We got 1,000 points in light for the homeless man. We got a kinder, gentler machine gun hand.
Where have I heard that before?
Department stores and toilet pain. Got styrofoam boxes for the ozone man. Got a man of the people says keep open line. Got fuel to burn, got roads to drive. Keep on rocking the free world. Keep on rocking the free world. Keep on rocking the free world. Keep on rocking
Chad Cromwell on drums. Ah, fuck. Damn, that was good. I'm glad I did both of them, man. I would have been probably satisfied with just the electric one, but I'm glad I did both because it added not even context, because it's kind of the same song, but the electric adds another verse on, basically. It adds like kind of like the yin to the yang of the song, because it has the kind of the sad, mournful version of the decline of America, at least in the late 80s, I'm guessing, dealing with crack and stuff like that, and what was going on with, what was that, what, 89 was W, or HW, right? Not W. W was 2000. That was his dad. So that was before I was born. I think when I was born, Bill Clinton was president. I know crack was an epidemic for a while there in the 80s, and it really took over a lot of shit. And it definitely, let's say we weren't innocent in that manner, probably, our government. But as always, Neil just has a great way of putting things. Like, it's such simple It's nothing like complex like poetry, but it's very succinct and to the point, and just it's so to the point that it's raw. It's him, you know. It's just completely unfiltered, you know, Neil, and it has this almost this charm to it of just how like visceral he can be, man. Like just with a few simple words, you know. And a fucking riff like that in the electric one, like the acoustic was great, but god damn, the second that riff hit, I said, "Oh my god!" It's like someone kicked my door in. It's like, whoa, what is going on? Stop, you know, like that was great. Like that was really, really good. So Neil Young on vocals, electric guitar, and harmonica. Chad Cromwell on the drums. Rick, the bass player, Rojas on the bass. Frank Pancho Villa San Pedro on vocals for this one. I guess backup guitar and keyboards on other tracks. Yeah. Keyboards was... No, he did guitar on this track too. Yeah, sorry, it's hard to read this Wikipedia article. Ben Keith did the keyboards for this track. Is there anyone else for 1 or 12? Linda Ronstadt was on this on 2 different tracks. That's cool. No, that's it. Yeah, I definitely... of course, Neil is the highlight. You know, the rhythm section was great too. I heard the keys kind of coming at the end of the electric one. But for the most part, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, this is basically just Neil's track to go crazy. He was killing it, man. Like I said, it's not that the lyrics aren't that long. Like it's not some complex like poem or something, but he really does just like he had a, you know, his finger on the pulse of what I guess the youth, and not even just the youth, but the whole nation was probably feeling at that point, you know. Well, never not the whole nation. It's always half and half, I guess. But I feel like everyone was a little more... I mean, I know that political divides happen, like, throughout history. Like, you know, we'll get... It's fascinating to me. Like, we'll be all right for, like, 40 years, and then there's a big, you know, divide over whatever... there's some, you know, event or crisis or something happens, you know, or tragedy, and people fall back into their corners, and then they come back together, and they go back in their corners. You know, it's just... We really are just, like, trained animals at this point. Like, we even live in cages, you know? I hate thinking like that, because I start like, are you crazy, Lee? You know, I feel that way a lot, but I don't know. Like they have us trained so well, whoever they may be, you know. I don't think the whole public school system is just like a government indoctrination camp, basically. And like take that for what it is. It could be good or bad, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be bad. And it's not even good education. Like I said, when I went to public school, I went to private school for 10 years, up to like 8th grade. I got kicked out of private school halfway through 8th grade. Then I had to go to public school after that. The stuff they were teaching in like 10th grade, I learned in 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of stuff like that, you know? So once I got to the public schools, all I cared about was women and drugs. That's all I cared about. I didn't give a shit about anything else, obviously, because I was still hurting from my daddy, you know? But it is what it is. And this country has so many fucking problems, like I say, and I am the son of a guy in the Navy and the grandson of someone who was really high up in the Navy and high up in other stuff. This is me saying it. We are a flawed nation, not to the core, I'd say. I think the founding ideals of our country, I still believe in them. I still believe that there is a place that should be united, no matter what your color or religion or anything like that. We can all be one country, you know. We can work together. It doesn't matter what our differences are, you know. Like, just we can get over them, you know. And everyone just has a stick up their ass over fucking nothing, you know. Like I have the same thing, and then I have to catch myself. But I'm like, wait a second, it's not that big of a deal. Who cares, you know? They have us worried about all the wrong stuff and all the just things that don't matter, while they take care of all the things that do matter, and we have no say in it, you know. And that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how the founding fathers dreamed up this country. That's not what the Declaration of Independence is about. That's not what the Bill of Rights is about. They really talked about tyranny a lot, and how that we are supposed to fight back against tyrants. And I don't even think, I'm getting off track here, and I'm getting demonetized, and I don't give a fuck. We are no longer the United States of America. We are a corporation of America. We are run by corporations. Global nationalist fucking just megacorps The monopolies, that whole trust buster shit, it's out. Throw that shit out the window. No, there is monopolies on everything, and it's crazy to the point of that it's kind of insane. Like the world that we live in now, it's like Blade Runner, but without the cool stuff, basically. And there's no androids or anything, not yet, at least. We've got AI, but that's it. It's just all this corporate bullshit, and it sucks that we've been warned about all this stuff for so long, and we can see our country falling left and right, back and forth, over and over. And like y'all know, I'm independent. I'm in the middle. I think that both both sides are stupid as fuck, but they both have their. You gotta take the good from the bad, Like take good from one side and take the good from the other side, put it together. No, it's not that hard, but they make it hard on purpose because they don't want anything to get done. They want to get reelected. They want their cabinet to stay with them, their secretary. They want to keep their jobs for all their little friends. That's just what our government is devolved into. Never mind. I'm just going to stop. It doesn't matter who's running the country. It's just a corporation at this point. And I think everyone knows it now. I think the Emperor has no clothes finally, and everyone sees it, and I think that's why the world's going crazy. But who knows? It could be anything. I have my ideas, but I'll keep them to myself. But that was great. Thank you again, Neil, for once again letting loose my lips and letting my brain juices flow, because it makes me think that I am proud of this nation and what it was founded on, and I always will be. Just like my father, my grandfather before me, and his father before him they all fought for this country. My great-grandfather was World War I. My grandfather was World War II. Dad was, and he was in Korea as well. Dad was in Desert Storm. So they all were in everything. They were all just engineers. My grandfather was way up there. He was a Master Chief in the Navy. He was the highest as enlisted as you can go. He was a lot of things. I'm not going to say everything else because I think you already know. But he was up there, and I miss him very much. But he probably would agree with this song. Just keep on rocking in the free world, man. We got to fix our shit before we fix everyone else's stuff. And I know that we like to play world police and stop everyone's things for them. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think it's time that we focus on ourselves. Because how they always say you have to focus on your own house before you go and invite guests and worry about other people's houses. I think we need to fix our own broken down house, and then we can worry about the rest of the world. I mean, but you say that though, but in global politics, we are a superpower, and if we did that, the other side, everyone else, they would just steamroll the world. So I see both sides of it. That's why it's crazy, but at the same time, I'm not that well informed. I'm informed, but I'm not well informed because everything's propaganda from one side or the other. There's no accurate, non-biased facts anymore. It's all just partisan bullshit, and you have to wade through all the lies to find the truth just for one little thing. It's so stupid. I hate the world we live in sometimes. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching another Neil Young Sunday video. That was great. I'm glad we did both versions. Hope you all enjoyed that. And if you have any other recommendations by Mr. Neil Young, please leave them below, and I will definitely get to them, because I just randomly picked this one, and I'm glad I saw to do the acoustic as well, because that was delicious. If y'all know, we have a Patreon right here. That is a picture of it. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. There's other tiers for other amounts of requests. If you want to pick the next Neil Young Sunday video, that's the way to do it. Or you can use the PayPal link as well in the description. If you join Patreon, you get access to our really fun Discord server with tons of people just chatting away 24/7 about what the fuck ever. And you get access to all of our block videos and full album reactions. There's a lot of them. It's worth it. See y'all later. Bye.